must be more professional than that. I am purely your lodger. May I get you anything on this beautiful morning?
No, I think I'm alright, Miss Brown. I'm simply enjoying the wonder of nature.
It's a pleasant morning. I always enjoyed watching the daisies opening as the sun rose.
Nature will bear closest inspection. She invites us to lay our eye level with her smallest leaf and take an insect view of her planet.
Who said that?
I did.
You know who you remind me of? My sister-in-law, Rachel Emerson. I feel that the two of you would get on well. I can arrange a meeting if you like.
I would like that very much if she can spare the time.
Oh, I think she can. She's like you. Spends most of the time in the garden, pondering the world over.
Maybe we can ponder it together.
My dear Lucy, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you and my sister?
We're splendid. She's inside, in fact, writing about the upcoming April Gay Marriage Supreme Court case. So very dear to our heart. Who's this strapping young lad?
This is Henry. I am lodging with his parents, and I thought the two of you should get acquainted. He has already made a great impact on the literary scene, and I thought the two of you would get along nicely.
Society is always taken by surprise at any new example of common sense.
Well, I think I shall go speak to Lydian.
Be warned, she's very into that article.
Well, I can see my nieces and nephews at the very least. I will come back after the two of you have discovered the world together.
I read your essay, Miss Emerson, in Nature. I found it quite enlightening. Your ideas of neo-transcendentalism are extraordinary, and I couldn't agree more. It was beautiful.
Beauty without expression is pointless, Master Thoreau.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
No, of course not. You just said my writing was perfect. I was just merely making inferences on your speech aloud. I tend to do that. One finds that thinking aloud in private ripens the mind.
I never found a companion that was so companionable as solitude.
Wise words, Master Thoreau. I think we should get along quite nicely. Would you like to see my library?
I would be honored.
Come with me. I have several selections that might interest you. So what are you working on now? Your journal?
I'm afraid not.
Well, I must implore you to start. Nothing is better for a young mind than writing a good journal.
October 22nd, 2014. What are you doing now? She asked. Do you keep a journal? So I make my first entry today. To be alone, I find it necessary to escape the present. I avoid myself. How could I be alone in the Roman Emperor's chamber of mirrors? I seek a garret. The spiders must not be disturbed, nor the floor swept, nor the lumber arranged.
Why, hello, Master Thoreau. Out for a morning walk?
An early morning walk is a blessing for the whole day.
I couldn't agree more. Never lose an opportunity to see beauty, for beauty is God's handwriting. How's your journal going?
Very well, thank you. You have my gratitude for your advice. I find writing it quite endearing.
Good to hear it. Will you accompany my morning walk?
I would love to.
I'm very fond of walking. I find that being in the house traps my brain within its structures. I find that we must keep an open, exploring mind, especially with today's technologies, and that is why we must be out here. Every particle in nature, a leaf, a drop, a crystal, a moment of time, is connected to the whole and partakes in the beauty of the whole. How can anyone hope to understand the perfection of the whole if they spend their time trapped in a computer screen?
Quite so. To be admitted to nature's earth costs nothing. None is excluded, but excludes himself. You have only to push aside the curtain. Be an entry.
You are such an educated young man, Master Thoreau. Where did you attend university?
I didn't.
Really? Well, I must insist that you go. A mind like yours should not be wasted.
On the contrary, I feel university is a waste of my mind. It will teach me nothing I don't already know, and I can offer it nothing that it knows. I prefer to be a free thinker.
Well, that's an interesting perspective, Master Thoreau, but you are still young, and there's much to know. I myself attended Harvard, you might have heard of it, and have much influence there. I can secure you a spot in the fall. Most of the branches of learning are taught there.
Yes, all of the branches, but none of the roots.
Your perspective amuses me, young Master Thoreau. However, my offer still remains. I feel a college like Harvard will greatly benefit you, and no doubt it will benefit from you being there.
Thank you for your offer, Miss Emerson, but I feel the world can offer me more than college. I like not to waste my time.
Very well, Master Thoreau. February 17th, 2015. My good Henry Thoreau made this else solitary afternoon sunny with a simplicity and clear perception. How comic is simplicity in this double-dealing, quacking world. Everything that boy says makes merry with society, though nothing can be graver than his meaning.
April 26, 2017. Emerson again is a critic, poet-philosopher, with talent not so conspicuous, not so adequate to her task, but her field still higher, her task more arduous. Lives a far more intense life, seeks to realize a divine life, her affections and intellect equally developed. Her advanced farther, and a new heaven opens to her, the life of an artist, more observing, finer perception, not so robust, elastic, practical enough in her own field, faithful, a judge of men.
June 11, 2018. Thoreau remains erect, calm, self-subsistent before me, and I read him not only truly in his journal, but he is not long out of mind when I walk, and as today, row upon the pond. He chose wisely, no doubt for himself, to be the bachelor of thought and nature that he was. Perhaps he fell, as all of us do, into his way of living without forecasting it much, but approved it and confirmed it with later wisdom. You're late, Henry.
Sorry, Rachel, I had to finish in the garden before I could leave the house.
Oh, it's no problem, my dear boy. We must be going. We're running late.
Late for what?
I think it's about time you met a few friends of mine.
But who?
Great minds, who else? You shall see all in dear time.
Writers?
Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience.
But why me?
Well, you're my friend, are you not?
We're friends?
Oh, I think so. A friend may well be the masterpiece of nature. June 26, 2019. Reading Henry Thoreau's journal, I am very sensible of the vigor of his constitution, that oaken strength which I noted whenever he walked or worked or surveyed woodlots, the same unhesitating hand with which a field laborer accosts a piece of work which I should shun as a waste of strength. In reading him, I find the same thought, the same spirit that is in me, but he takes it a step beyond and illustrated by excellent images that which I should have conveyed in this sleepy generality.